Everybody has a blue light on their mic, right? Blue.
Blue dot.
Blue, cool. Yay!
little better?
Yeah, that's better. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, do I have a blue dot? Where? Oh, here.
Yes. Blue dot. We're here.
We're all cuddled in.
We're all cuddled in, and we're here. All right, welcome back to this week's episode of Nighttime Benders, powered by The Source, your favorite place to catch up with Central Oregon's favorite funny faces. I'm here with some great comedians that we will get to just straight off the bat. Laura, if you want to start by introducing yourself.
Hi, I'm Laura B. Wright, and I do comedy all over Central Oregon. So look forward to seeing you guys.
Yeah.
I'm Brian Keister. I grew up in Bend. I have a bachelor's in biology, which informs my comedy, as well as I'm a stay-at-home dad, which also informs my comedy. All right.
On the 40, which is, I guess, my day job. And then at night, I am Humorous Productions. And I'm Anthony by day and Tony by night.
Tony Poponi. And I'm Julia Reed Nichols. And we are back here with some of our hot topics, local news, and quite frankly, whatever else comes to these people's mind. Anthony, you were bringing up some embarrassing, what would you call this, like traits, habits, thoughts?
Maybe all of the above. We'll see what comes up. It's just things that I find funny that are like maybe embarrassing to a younger version of me. Like, you know, maybe reading glasses. I'm 53 years old now. I'm like, I can't ignore the fact that if I fly fish and I have to tie stuff, I have to read. It's over. And I'm like, I don't even care. I moved here from Colorado, and back there I was like skinny, biking all the time, you know, outside all the time, and I still do all those things. But as I'm aging, it's just gotten like chiller and more enjoyable, right? And to the point where the thing that I love the most right now that I'm embarrassed about, but at the same time I'm not embarrassed about, is that I love my e-bike. Like,
Why was I ever pedaling?
Why did I ever eschew this? It's just something I completely love. So I don't. Do you guys have e-bikes? Is that
You're like a CrossFit
I,
for e-bikes.
I don't bike, e-bike or otherwise.
I don't bike. I'm actually bad at biking.
I don't enjoy biking.
No,
yeah, we share that in common.
Yeah.
Do you bike?
No.
We're
Just
you.
Just you.
You're more normal for Bend.
Yes.
though.
It's-
Yes.
yeah.
I feel like we're the odd ones out
I'm
here.
truly terrible at it. Like I'm bad at it. Like we
Yeah.
would like go on vacation or something and like, oh, we'll get bikes and we'll just
like, this is a
tour
bad
around
idea for
town.
everybody?
Yeah, I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm up for it. I'm up for like lots of, I'm like, sure, we'll do
Yeah.
it. And then I'm like trying to stop and like falling off, and
It's less fun when you feel like you're going to get hurt.
yeah, when you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah. No, mine's more childhood trauma related. So my dad, when he was a single dad after the divorce, thought it was a fun Saturday activity to take us on really long forced bike rides.
Oh, mandatory fun.
Mandatory fun.
Yes.
One time we even went from Seattle to Portland in 2 days.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Whoa.
200 miles, in case you're wondering, and I was 10.
Oh no.
way.
Oh.
The first time he took me to Europe, we get off the plane. I didn't know he packed our bike. The bikes come down the thing, and he's like, guess what? You're biking your way through Amsterdam.
Were you crying? Were you just like in the airport? You're like, I don't want to.
Multiple times I've broken down crying because of bike rides. So it's just like deeply, and so yeah, now I don't get on a bike.
Okay, all of that, you'd think you'd be like a really good cyclist and just not like it.
No, I think I'm physically, like, I'm capable.
Okay.
But I just don't want to do it. But I will do like a power spin class, like a soul cycle.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
It has to be stationary.
It has to be stationary. There has to be neon lights. There has to be a gorgeous person at the front of the room
Yeah.
telling me what to do.
Good music.
Good music. Yes.
Yes. A reward at the end.
Yes, and peer pressure, so I perform. That's the benefit of group fitness classes.
Yes.
Otherwise, you do it at home.
Al-
It's the peer pressure.
Although your dad was like, if you don't bike to the next place, there's no place for you to sleep. I mean, that's a lot
No,
of pressure.
precisely, it is. I remember every house we would pass, I'd be like, oh, if we lived here, I'd be home all day.
27 more kilometers. So you're still on speaking terms.
Yes, I love my dad very much, and he has finally stopped asking me to go on bike rides, but it took like maybe 20 years of me rejecting them before he like actually got the idea that I don't enjoy this.
enjoy it.
And it's not just me, it's me, my brother, my stepsister, we're all equally traumatized by it. And he'll remember it. He, like, to my husband, he was like, remember when Julia and I went to Amsterdam and had that great bike trip?
Oh, that
One of you had a great bike trip.
That's what my husband told
And
me.
the other person was Julia.
I know. And he said that same thing in front of my best friend, and my best friend was like, Clark, I don't know how to tell you this, but you're delusional. She fucking hated that trip.
I hate to wreck this like core memory of your bonding with your daughter, but that's not what her
But
experience
parenting
is.
is hard. I don't think parents have the same. I don't have kids. You're the only one here with kids, right? Do you have kids? You don't have. So you're the only, Brian. You're the only one with kids.
Would you take them on a cross European forced bike mandatory?
I don't even want to take the one to Europe. But
Ship them these days?
Ship them with them.
Can you put him like underneath the seat like a dog?
ooh,
That's the thing, but like these core memories can come, they can be like so nostalgic for one person and so like for the other person they're just like traumatizing. But there's like moments I'm glad like I pushed through that my parents made me do things that they made me do.
Yeah.
You know? I'm comfortable outside because of stuff. I'm comfortable outside because we were poor growing up, and the cheapest thing to do was to go outside. Some gas will get you somewhere camping, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, those things. And my mom said the funniest thing. We went camping when I was a kid, and I was born and raised in New Jersey. And I was like, oh, I'm going camping this weekend. I still camp, you know, for raftings. And I'd much rather sleep in a hotel bed at this point. And she was like, I love camping so much. And I was like, Mom, when's the last time you went camping? You tell me you love it so much. It's like when you were kids. And I was like, that was like 4 decades ago. If you love something.
I love the memory of it so much.
And I'd like to leave it as a past memory and not bring it into the future.
Exactly. I have all the current gear to do it because I kept thinking, oh,
I'm going to become a camper.
I'll go backpack.
We live in the most beautiful place in the world to camp.
Absolutely.
Why would we not camp? Why would we not camp?
I'll tell you
okay.
why. I have reasons. I know this was not on topic, but I'll tell you why. This is why we wouldn't do it. Is because everything is so accessible here. You do not have to hike 4 miles or 8 miles or whatever to get to a waterfall. There are tons of them just on the roadside. Like they're all so easy to get to. And beautiful vistas and beautiful. And you can go on these amazing day hikes. I don't think you're going to see something else by hiking longer.
Like it's not going to get better than Green Lake or Sparks Lake, right?
There. I grew up in Mississippi and Texas. You got to go a long way to see something like
Tucked away on the
Yeah.
tucked away,
Well,
like nature.
In Texas, my parents would take us to like Fredericksburg and be like, this is the pretty part of Texas.
Yeah. The whole
And-
country.
and then-
it's pretty.
And then they would take us to a rock
Yeah.
and be like, that's the rock we're going to climb today.
Was that Enchanted Rock?
Yes,
Yes.
Enchanted Rock. You
Enchanted
climb.
Rock,
It's
yeah.
just a big rock.
It's a big rock. People are very.
It's not a hill. It's not a mountain.
But it is the biggest rock I've ever seen.
so growing up in Oregon, my dad would take us to Rooster Rock
Okay.
up in the Columbia River area, and it's a nudist beach.
Oh.
Did he know?
So it's Cock Rock?
Yes, he did. Yes, Cock Rock,
Cock-
Rooster Rock. No, the
That's
sundial
right.
told.
Oh
No.
my.
Yeah, us kids didn't partake generally. There were a lot of us kids though. There were like 6 kids. So
Were there other children at Cock Rock, or were you
Sure.
the only family that was just
No,
this is a family outing?
it was family friendly.
It's a family-friendly Cock Rock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
was
Was
30
back in
years
the day.
ago.
That's how I went to a nudist hot spring,
Mm.
that Harbin Hot Spring, which I don't know if you guys, I love
I
this
don't know
place.
this
Well,
It's
in my opinion, all hot springs are nudist. hot springs.
right.
Yeah.
That's true.
But this place had like kids running around and like it felt like very normal, but you're like, I understand like I wouldn't normally get naked in front of other people's children.
Yeah. But I can also appreciate a very like if the mood and the vibe is all like this is just how we are. This is bodies. Like if that's the vibe,
Yeah.
awesome. But it just takes one creepo to like ruin that vibe.
I
right?
know.
Why did you make eye contact with me when you said
Yeah,
creepo?
exactly. I try so hard
No.
not to be that creepo when I'm at those places. I'm like, eyes down,
Well, right.
eyes on your own.
Because also,
No.
yes, that's so true. Because also, if I see someone beautiful, I'm like, damn, that person's beautiful. And then I'm like,
The real creepos are the guy with the Buddhist beads and the didgeridoo. That's That's the
That's
hot
what you gotta
springs
watch out
creepo.
for.
It's the
Yeah.
official outfit of Creepo.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I don't think you own either one of those things, so I don't think I was not meaning to cast any
Listen, Anthony
disparaging
Poponi
look
by day,
this way.
Tony Poponi on night.
Hey.
And I would say the other thing they have there, what did you say, the beads and the didgeridoo?
Yeah,
Yeah, Buddhist beads and
Don't take this wrong because you've got a hair back here, but I would say hair in a ponytail. Stringy ass, it's just terrible. Not yours, theirs.
Theirs.
Yeah.
No, yours is gorgeous.
Yours is lovely and flawed.
I also have a Buddhist tattoo.
You are the creep at the hot spring. That's it.
Apparently, I've pigeonholed myself.
I was just going to make a comment. I was like, well, that's definitely not the person you want to be your life coach. Segueing into our next topic. So I was at Jackson's Corner, which is a cute little restaurant here in Bend, and I was eavesdropping on a conversation, as you do, right? When you're waiting for your food, you're not
Always.
going to I don't carry a smartphone, so I can't scroll my phone anymore. So
Smart.
I have to eavesdrop. It's the
What
only
else
form
would
of
you do?
entertainment. It's like the 90s.
It just
again.
happens.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm listening to this conversation, and it's two women, both which look seemingly successful. They're having a very nice lunch at Jackson's Corner, which is presumably like $30 a person or something. And they're there, and one of them is getting life coaching from the other one. And I felt myself instantly judge both of them because I felt like the person that was asking the question was asking the wrong person the question because the life coach wasn't, I didn't feel like again, in my opinion, giving her very helpful advice.
You're like, hang on, for free,
I'm like,
I
I'm
have
sorry,
opinions.
if you want some producing tips, let me give you some. But then I realized I was being judgy and life coaching helps people. What do you guys think about life coaching? Well, I know, Anthony, you probably have very, very strong feelings about life coaching.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I think I have very strong feelings probably in a lot of different dimensions around. Like, can it be very helpful for people?
Yeah.
Yes. Can it be you hearing back what you want to hear back from the person you're talking to? Also, yes. Just depends on what it's being used for. And if it's just like therapy, you can go into therapy and have your therapist not actually provide you any relief on things, and actually resolve anything or challenge you to do things, So, yeah, fine. It can be all things. Like some of these things, like anybody can be a life coach. You can just say, I have received money for coaching. I am officially a professional life coach. I mean, at this point, I am a professional comedian because people have handed me money for comedy.
Yes, absolutely.
All of us here.
I was
Hey, we're a room full of professional comedians.
Yeah, professional means a lot of things, though. Yeah, but that's just, I don't know. Sometimes people, I don't know if I can handle a lot of the energy around life coaches, though.
Yeah, one of my life's motto is don't take advice from people whose life you wouldn't switch with. Right? Like, just like,
oh, that's so good.
if they, like, just don't even listen. Like, whatever they have to say,
Yes.
good or bad about whatever you're doing, like, they don't fucking know.
Right.
Because they haven't
Right.
done it.
And also, they might have a good life, but you still might not switch with them. So, like, it might
Exactly.
be good for them.
It might be good for them,
Yeah.
but like if it's not good for you. So I think that's where, and then like I fucking like wouldn't switch lives with anybody. So I think that's where like life coaching for me, I'm like, but it's also like I realize some people need like accountability.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
accountability.
like a buddy
Yeah,
to
yeah.
like accomplish goals with a partner.
Right.
Or a safe space to explore stuff, and like,
Yeah.
I could see where, like, if you feel really comfortable and confident about where you're going and what you're doing, you may not need that. Other people really just don't have that within them. Like, and somebody needs help kind of tease that out a little bit.
Yeah.
So that accountability piece can be really valuable, and that place for vulnerability to really talk about stuff that you can't talk about with anybody else can be really valuable too.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been a beneficiary of coaching. I've coached a lot of people too. So
Yeah.
Have you ever, what do you think about life coaching? Have you used one, or what do you think?
My sister's a life coach.
Oh.
Oh,
No.
if I knew that.
oh wow, there was judgment.
Huh? No, not at all. She lives in Boise. I don't have any particular opinions on it, positive or negative. I view it essentially as Anthony was saying, is that there's going to be positive and negative, and as far as the accountability aspect, I mean, we used to have these mentors and mentees systems, almost like journeyman plumbers and whatnot. And yeah, exactly. And you don't really see that too much anymore. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except in the entertainment industry.
Mm,
It's one of the
suppose
few
so.
fields where mentorship is essentially required to progress. Like if bigger producers than me didn't entrust me, I wouldn't have like my career. Same thing with like performing. If bigger performers didn't allow me to hop on their bills, I would have never have gotten. So it's like when you get to a step, you almost have an obligation to take the next row of artists with you. It's
But is that coaching? Would you call that a
no. I would call
mentee?
I would call it more mentorship. Yeah. I think there's a lot of people that have been maybe like 5 to 15 years ahead of me in my career who and there's symbiotic relationships, right? They need me, right? They need young, cheap, eager talent. Like I was very eager, I was very trainable, right? But like at the same time, like I needed them because I needed somebody to like give me an opportunity where people would see my work. I mean, otherwise you're just like.
So I think that's good. I come from like a very corporate world. So I think that more in terms of like sponsorship.
Oh.
So it's the person, so they're not mentoring because they're not like necessarily like guiding you through or like maybe, I don't know if you talk with them or not about like a struggle that you had, but a sponsorship would be somebody who would like put your name forward and say, that person, I've seen a little bit of what they do. I believe in them. I think that they can move forward. And that's super valuable. And I mean, all of it's really valuable, but I agree that it's great. I think this just happened to me actually. So I'm like
where you did it for someone or someone did it for you.
Well, people have done it for me, which has been amazing, but it's where I realized I'm now in the comedy scene in a way that I need to, or I can say like, there's this comic coming up and I think they're great. And I want to make sure that the right people or know who that person is. Not that I know all the right people, but whoever I know, I want them to know.
Yeah.
And so like, it was kind of, it's good to like, I think sometimes we're always looking for what we want and we forget, like that great quote you had. What was that quote about the potato?
The life you're living is a life that other people dream about.
And sometimes we forget like that we're in a privileged position.
All the time. Yeah.
There's something there about, even with the life, I mean, the life coaching thing sometimes can have an element of people want to brag that they have a coach. It's just something cool to say about, like, well, when I was talking to my coach, like, fine, cool, great. There's real value in it, I'm sure. And I think that there's an importance of skill and structure to those things, whatever that would be. And even mentoring, like, and I even think what you were saying, while incredibly valuable to you, mentoring needs to have some structure to it too. Like there's a formal process for some businesses to have mentoring and structure within that to be like, here's the things we want to show you. We're going to be paired up with somebody intentionally. It is part of their job description to help you with that versus the informal stuff that happens.
Yeah.
And the informal stuff that happens, that it's not the passing of the torch, but it's this reciprocal sort of thing of being like, hey, other people did this for me. How can I make sure that I can do this for the next group of people that are coming along, So I think it has really great values, but there's times when it's like, I could see sitting at Jackson's Quarter and just listening to that conversation and being like,
it's also, I just have like a horrible mean streak where I judge other people. So it's also just like that side of me coming out.
Was this pre-lunch or after lunch?
I hadn't eaten yet. My blood sugar was definitely low. Blood sugar was definitely low. Exactly.
We solved that one.
Yeah. But what we haven't solved is how the World Cup clock works. So Laura, please explain to us.
Okay, first of all,
your understanding of how the World Cup.
I understand
Your understanding.
I'm the sort of person who's like, yay, sports. Like I don't really follow sports.
Sports ball.
Yay, sports. I almost got a baseball hat that just said sports.
My girlfriend has a shirt that says, I just hope both teams have fun.
Yeah,
that's it right there.
Like when I see a really beautiful play, I'm like, that's a beautiful play. And like everyone's like, that's not our team. And I'm like, oh, sorry.
I'm not supposed to appreciate it. Sorry.
Yeah. So my understanding of football, as the rest of the world calls it, soccer as we call it, is that the clock counts up and then they'll like just tack on a bunch of time at the end. And so, and not just, I mean, I know there's like,
I'm sure there's reasons.
There's reasons why. But like, so it's supposed to go 90 minutes, but it might go 92 minutes or 97 minutes. And from the audience perspective, I don't think we ever have a mechanism for knowing how much time is going to be added on. But also we're having to constantly do math because it's counting up. And so you constantly have to subtract that from 90 to know how much time your team has left to score. I'm used to American football, which just tells me.
It's just easier.
It's just easier. It's a lot easier.
It's like it's as stressful as like if you were trying to watch a toaster and be like, when's it going to be done? And then it springs out and you're like, oh shit.
It is.
So the game, it ends just like at an arbitrary time and you don't necessarily know?
No, it'll tell you. It ends at 90 minutes.
Yes.
But then at 90 minutes, it will also go +7. And so on the screen, you'll now know it's 97.
So the game's
minutes.
over and you're like, game's over.
But no, it's,
But it's not over.
And
Yeah,
you know, they're always going to add a little bit of time.
Because they're doing the extra time for people to get injured and stoppages and giving yellow cards and red cards, and the referee's keeping track of that time.
Anytime
But
there's not play.
But they could. Why they don't actually track that and just keep like adding it or stop the clock for the? It's just.
Or at least give like the audience like a little referee clock in the corner. So they're like,
a count up.
a
yeah.
count up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would make
You
sense.
know,
really
if other parts of the world would just do things like America does,
And all the problems would be
It would be solved.
Or if I was better at math.
Yeah, or if our American school systems
Okay,
are better
let's-
at teaching us math. No, my little sister, who's 18, can't read a regular clock. They didn't
Oh,
teach
the
her
old
that
guy,
in
yeah.
school. They were
Yeah.
like, you don't need to know this.
Yeah.
She also can't read cursive. They were like, you don't need to know. Like the amount of things that I remember spending like years of my
Yes,
childhood
yes.
education on.
Yes.
Like I remember drawing in the clock hand.
They
Yes.
had those big, and they had the lines of paper with the down.
Like viscerally, I remember the smell of that paper. It had like a very
yeah, yeah,
special.
yeah, yeah.
See,
Yeah.
All of our like millennial and Gen X
I mean, we
audience
all
is
know
like
how to
that
write
smell.
cursive, right? All of this.
I know how to. Yeah, I was taught cursive.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought she wouldn't even know how to put the tape back into a cassette tape if she had to.
Oh, there you go.
I don't even know if she
There you
would.
go.
If you showed her a cassette,
What it is.
I don't know if she would be able to identify it as like a thing that plays music.
That's so strange.
I,
Right?
yes, we have different. I all of a sudden just like hit middle age and I don't know when it happened, but my
Yeah.
sister really highlights it for me.
It's like a beautiful mirror.
Yeah.
It's like,
Because she's 18 and I'm like, oh, you're youth. I'm
right,
not.
I have a sister that's 21 years younger than
Yeah.
me too, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
yeah, it's very
Yeah,
different.
Yeah, the different world.
So I was telling you, I was at the
Oh, yes.
club. I was at the club.
At the club,
Yes.
in the
Club.
club.
And it was a DJ.
Yeah.
And it was all like house music and DJ. And they were filling in like bits of old songs.
Yeah.
So it kept me very engaged.
Yes.
Because I was like, I love this song. I remember this
Mhm.
song. And I'm like, oh my God, this whole crowd, this is the only reference point they have. Is this, they
That
don't
little
know
snippet
the
of it.
source material, like at all.
No, I
Did you
know.
go around trying to explain it to him? You're like that guy from the progressive commercials. Like,
Oh. Although the progressive commercials hit too close to home, don't they?
Don't
Yeah,
like.
so-
What is it? Don't become your parents.
Don't-
Yes.
That's it.
And you're like,
I'm
careful of anything. I'm like,
Like, but they do need to know how to park. I want to help them. Or whatever the
yeah,
pitch
exactly.
is.
Whatever it is, you're like, but that is helpful when you're traveling to know. Like,
No.
it is helpful. It is helpful.
And nobody else here is a parent. And let me tell you, the thing that will get you to recognize how much like your parents you are is your kids. Holy
Oh.
crap.
How many things have you said that you're like, oh my gosh, that was my mom, that was my dad?
Not necessarily things that I've said, but the way I've said things for
Oh,
sure.
oh.
And
comes out, and you're like, no.
yeah, it's like, no, pull it back.
not
No,
that kind of
stuff that
person.
back in there.
And then do you
No.
do you overreact and try to play cool dad again? You're like, I gotta correct that again. Like, yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say that I ever try to play cool dad, but definitely things will come out and it's like, okay, take a minute, apologize, and say, that's not how I want to parent, and just be clear and open that this is new to me too.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
My first time
yeah.
parenting.
I was like,
But-
gentle parenting. That's so
How
nice.
beautiful to
Yeah.
let them see
Yeah.
too, like, oh, I just made a mistake and I'm gonna address it and I'm gonna say and I'm gonna correct. Like, I think that's a great like modeling for them to see.
Absolutely. I honestly, that's one thing that in my parenting wheelhouse is the one thing I try to make clear is that it is okay to make mistakes. And we just replace it, fix it, do whatever we can, and learn from it. And,
That's going to save them so much self-beating up when they're older if they learn, like, everybody fucks up, whatever.
Yeah.
Because
that's the attempt.
it takes so long to learn that where you're
Yes.
like, I'm gonna start talking to myself like a friend, not like an enemy, like that whole thing.
That internal voice. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
she can be
Wait, we
real
can do
harsh.
that?
Oh, is yours a woman?
Mine is a woman.
Is your internal voice a man?
I don't have an internal voice.
I've heard this.
Yeah.
I've heard that some
No,
people don't
no
have
internal
one.
monologue.
Isn't
yeah.
that weird? That's weird. I'm sorry. This is like it's so
She's like,
strange.
you're weird. Do you know that?
I've heard this once before from somebody else, and I find it so fascinating.
How many people have you killed?
So do you
Is
not?
there-
You don't have a reflective thought on your thoughts. Like there's no extra thought when you have a thought.
Can you imagine trying
No
to explain
self-
something who doesn't have it,
Yeah.
and they're like, "I don't think so. I don't know what you're talking
Do you
about."
have
Yeah.
thoughts? You have thoughts though,
Yes,
right?
of course. Yes, lots
Yes.
of thoughts.
And I think the thought nebulously is the thing. It's like clouds of thoughts my parents are meditation teachers and were when I was growing up. And I think that might have something to do with it, that I learned to meditate at a very young age. And the thing is to allow the thoughts to kind of percolate and bubble up and then just go away.
Yes.
And
It's the cloud or the blue sky.
sure, yeah, or
There's-
like
there's-
cloud bursting like the men who stare at goats. No, but yeah, it's I don't want to get us too off track with my,
It's interesting though. It's interesting.
We're lost. We want you to
And
start a cult.
I
Sure,
like.
yeah,
I think we're gonna
clearly.
follow you. Does it involve mushrooms? That's
It certainly could. I can tell you which ones are
Certainly
safe.
Anthony, do you have an internal monologue going or no?
Yeah, for sure.
You do.
Yeah, and I think getting like more comfortable with it is, I even talk about this in my programs about just getting to understand that voice and to kind of like how you sabotage and the negativity about yourself and other people, and just turning the volume down on that and just, like catching yourself and then like having that, minimizing the impact it has on you, just being like, yeah, cool. I understand where that comes from. You're trying to protect me. I get it. Cool. But that's not the case
Right,
here. That's
right.
not
We
the
don't
case.
need you here right now.
Which I think
or
is very
that's-
different from what you're talking
I'll also interject here that I think that it negatively has impacted my learning process for a comedy. That because I don't have the next thing
you don't have
already.
the observer thought.
Yes, exactly. Queued up. And
So you don't have the performer and then the preparer like right behind.
yes, and that kind of like, DJ mixing of like from thought to thought is. So I'm better with scripting less or ad-libbing, but ad-libbing my scripted material is far more difficult for me personally.
Okay, so you said ad-libbing. How do you do with crowd work? Do you do that at all?
I could. It's one of those things where I need to
Some muscle.
Yeah, exactly. Get some workout with that.
Did you do crowd work?
I end up doing crowd work. I don't know if I plan on it, but like it kind of ends
end
up
up doing.
it kind of ends up happening. I mean,
Yeah.
because I kind of like my favorite times are when I can feel the audience and I see
Yeah.
like if I say something and I see them whisper to somebody, or like one time I was in stage and somebody repeated what I said like to themselves. I could see them repeating it, and I was like, "Oh, that's fascinating." So then I'm like engaging with them.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's really. I don't think that's probably considered crowd work.
Sure, it is. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, yeah,
Back to it.
yeah.
Because then I like saw it and I was like, and it was something that it was advice for men having relations with women, and I was like, you do repeat that to yourself. That's good. You need that information. Like,
which
store
is
that away.
exactly what made it crowd work, right? It's- Yeah.
And they were, it was good, like banter.
yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
oh, I see you
yeah.
trying to lock that one in.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
Exactly.
Did you do?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I would rather just talk to people all day and never tell a joke. That's my preference.
I've seen
Yeah.
people do it. I was a cruise that I just did to Alaska. Put that on the embarrassing things that I actually enjoy. It's actually really weird to go on a cruise if you're used to planning all your own vacations. And
Yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah.
just go there. You're like, well, this
You're like, oh, I just show up and eat when they tell me to
Yeah.
eat, and do
And
the thing when they tell me
eat
to do it.
again? All right, fine.
It's like it's great. It's retirement.
But Matt Rife does all the stuff where he does all just crowd work. This guy, I don't remember his name. I haven't follow him on Instagram now, but that's what his show is all crowd work, and it was amazing. But I also think it's a muscle too. Just
Yeah.
like if that's what you're going to do all the time, that you just like. He's got 75 responses in his back pocket for whatever you say. Oh, you're a plumber, or you're a dentist, or he's ready for all of it. So, but there's something beautiful about the organic nature of it. If you do it well, that can really connect you, I think, with the audience too. Like they feel like they're contributing. and
Yeah,
part of-
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's why people like going to live comedy, is because they feel like they're seeing something spontaneous. And I think when people feel like they're getting the same canned show that another city got, that's why you always have to add in the couple of openers about the city when you get there. And that's why you always have to spend a little time like getting to know the people in the audience and their jobs. It's because they want to feel I mean, they pay to see you, but really you're there to make them feel good. Like,
We all want to be seen.
we all want to be seen.
You should get into life coaching.
You know what else wants to be seen? The new Odyssey movie. Yeah. So we were talking there. It sounds like it's going to be a very epic movie, right? Explain some of the controversy around this movie. You were saying it's coming up. It's Christopher Nolan.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Christopher Nolan. He did the Dark Knight trilogy with Christian Bale. He did Tenet. He did Inception. And so already, like, you know, you look at his filmography and you think, man, this is going to be a banger, right? I mean, it's taking...
Stuff is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And his takes on things are unique and great, you know, like truly the taking on an epic myth and of the Odyssey. It's fantastic. And especially with a big budget behind it, unlike the Amand Arsante version from the 90s, you know, that was fantastic in its own right. Vanessa Williams played Circe, I think, or...
Wow.
Yeah.
Was that made for TV?
Made for TV.
Made for TV, I remember.
Yeah, it was 3 parts, I think.
I remember the really, really old ones before that, when it was the stop animation stuff from when we were kids.
Sure, yeah, Harryhausen and stuff. Yeah.
I don't know Harryhausen. What's that? What's
stop motion animation? Yeah, old school.
Yeah, that whole stuff with. Do you remember this? You know what I'm talking about?
I know it's
the bronze statue that comes alive and attacks them, and you could tell it's like this, you know, like really jerky motions and making all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That was really cool. Was that Perseus? I'm trying to remember, it's
Jason and the Argonauts.
Jason and the Argonauts. Yeah, those are great. So anyway, that was it.
Oh yeah, back to Christopher Nolan's Odyssey. Yeah, so his casting choices are, you know, a whole host of like normal and great choices, and then people that have severe overreactions, perhaps, to some of the other ones, such as like a big one is Tom Holland playing the son of Odysseus. I'm forgetting his name. It's right on the tongue. And then
You mean Matt Damon?
no, Matt Damon. Matt Damon is Odysseus. Yeah, and then like John Barenthal from the Punisher series on Netflix, and Disney now, and like all these big names and that are normal / well received. And then there's
expected.
Expected. Classical casting choices.
Yeah.
And then you have Helen of Troy, who is the greatest beauty in the world, played by Lupita Nyong'o, who is perhaps one of the most beautiful
greatest beauties in the
whole world.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then also Elliot Page playing Achilles. And I think it's a great casting, and he has gotten in just immaculate shape. He's shredded for this role. So it's going to be very, very interesting.
But there's been controversy around those last 2 castings, right? Because people are saying like Helen of Troy is not Black, but it's a mythical character. Like that's been the pushback.
Yes.
Yes. So apparently people decided that everybody in mythology was white. I think they could have been green, they could have been purple, but for some reason a bunch of people have decided.
I think a bunch of white people have
decided
they're all white.
Yes, but I like the creative casting.
Just like Caucasian Jesus.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Right?
Yeah, I think representation is really important. It's one of the reasons why I think that if you have an opportunity to produce, it's important to produce a diverse group of voices at any time. Because honestly, it's more interesting for the audience. Like, we've all seen the story the way we've seen it. Let's see it.
Exactly.
This is tale as old as time, literally.
I'm really curious to see how that plays out, because the archetypes in these old versions of that they're very straightforward. It's the beautiful, the beautiful woman that's helpless, and it's all the males are the same thing, and of course, not only was everybody white and in all these, but they all had an English accent. I'm like, who decided on the English accent, making it seem authentic for a bunch of people from Greece?
Yeah. It's also the quintessential definition of a tragedy. It's like if you look at when you go to college and you study drama, the reason the Odyssey is what they consider tragedy is because it's a hero creating a good life, but through their own hubris, tearing it apart. Like nothing outside of Odysseus really is what brought him down. It was his own hubris that ended up being his defeat. And once he gave that up, he was able to return home at the end of the Odyssey. Not to ruin the ending for anyone who doesn't.
Right.
Oh
Spoiler
yeah,
alert.
absolutely.
Spoiler
Spoiler alerts. But that's one of the things also, right? That these two characters are, traditionally a very, very small part of Odyssey.
That's true.
And so it's like,
So what story
Where-
will be told? Places to
and
go.
perhaps there's going to be
I was like, are they
elements
going
of
to
the
do
Iliad.
multiples? Or are they
That'd be
going to
great.
do, is it going to tell the whole Odyssey story? Because that is epic.
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Isn't it an epic?
It is an
Yeah,
epic.
it's-
It is
it's-
epic.
I'm like,
It's like
Epic poem,
factually
yeah.
and
Yeah, factually and literally. So, well, I guess that'll be out in movie theaters soon, or is it out now?
Soon. August, I
Soonish?
think.
August?
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
sure.
People will have to check that out. But some other entertainment. You were visiting a friend recently.
I was visiting a friend, and she used AI, like chat AI, I don't know which one, to ask, like, so I want to go dancing, as I alluded to before, and I want to go dancing. Where should we go dancing? And the AI told her, well, it looks like you've had a long day. You might want to check out the wine bar down the street and get an early night in. And my friend was like, excuse me? You are a tool. I'm losing. I don't need you where the club is.
Did AI actually tell her where the club is finally?
No, we ditched it. We used another resource, one that wasn't so ageist.
Oh, AI is ageist.
So was the next day? Were you guys tired the next day, or was it a good?
It was a great time.
Yeah.
We had so much
The
fun.
next day, like you pop open AI, and AI is like, "I bet you're really tired this morning, aren't you?"
Right.
Like,
Do you want to know where the coffee shops are?
Yeah.
That you do.
Do you guys wear wearable health trackers? So one of the funniest thing about wearable health trackers is if you drink, it'll tell you you have ruined your life. If you don't drink, it's like you're walking on clouds today.
It has an agenda.
It
It's an
has an agenda.
anti-alcohol agenda.
Either that or alcohol really has an effect on your body. I don't know.
it can't be.
It can't be that. It can't be
I think
that.
so. I think we should keep researching.
How can
Researching.
alcohol be bad for you when it's vegan?
I think alcohol, there's the social aspect. I struggle with it because you hear doctors say it's like a carcinogenic now. They're like, oh, it's cancer causing. Right, like, well, I don't want anything that's
No,
cancer
of course
causing,
not.
but your girl likes a little drink at the end of the day. It's
Also,
like-
I ate cheese. Isn't that cancer? Isn't everything cancer
I
causing?
think like this table is carcinogenic.
What about the plastic?
I mean, I'll ask
you
the
know?
biologist. What's carcinogenic mean?
Cancer causing.
Cancer causing, right?
Sure, yeah. I mean, as far as that goes, like, yeah, everything is going to be.
Use a more oratorial voice, if you would, please.
What more? What?
Oratorial. Why? Thank you for asking.
Oh, professor.
Professorial.
Yes.
Yes.
But
As far as that goes, yes. You could say that the dose makes the poison.
There you go.
I agree with that. I mean, I'm not, but people are drinking like coffee out of pods, plastic pods every day. So heating those plastic pods up every day.
Microplastics.
That's got to be cancer causing.
I know.
right?
I went through and got
Yeah.
rid of all the well, that's an exaggeration.
You're like,
A lot of the microplastics in my house when I was on my fertility journey.
Mhm.
Did not help, but my coffee tastes better now because it doesn't have plastic in it.
Yeah.
So I switched to like a glass or we use like a percolator, and then now we have like a little ceramic mesh pour over one we use in our camper. And then I must admit, I finally did go back to a regular coffee maker.
Yep.
Which does have some plastic in it, but it has a mesh.
Yeah. Oh, the coffee filter is
Yeah.
mesh instead of plastic.
I know.
Yeah. I know it's tough.
It's tough.
It's everywhere. It's all
It's
around the
everywhere.
world.
I am not a fan of whatever those things are called, Keurigs.
Oh
I
yeah.
think it's terrible.
Well, there's lots of different ones, but yeah.
I'm gonna just let you know how big of a deal I am.
Yeah.
I fly a lot for my work, so I have a pass the United lounges, and you can go in there, and the food's not great. Pay attention. They have a full bar, poisons, and then they have the little coffee making machines there, right? Where you can push in the latte and all that. And I'm like, this is nice. I never drink these. I'll have a cappuccino. Sure. I normally would just have them drip coffee. And I was standing next to some woman, and I'm going to say she was from Southern California. And she walked up to that and she was like, this is how we get our coffee. And I was like, this is the nicest coffee.
I don't think you can order anything.
You did anything.
Just is a human making about it? I don't know. Sure, please, don't take away from their craft. But I was just like, I'm not going to be able to tell the difference.
And could you, or was it?
No,
No, you can't tell.
A good cappuccino from a bad cappuccino.
Machine cappuccinos can be like in Europe. They have coffee machines everywhere, and they're fine. And you put like a quarter in them, and it's great.
I have to say, an espresso virtuo. And
Oh.
let me tell you,
I thought I was
aluminum.
bragging about the United States.
aluminum, and they recycle
Yes.
it for you.
Ah,
You send
yes.
back
They
the
can make a
pods.
bicycle. They can make a bicycle.
That's so nice. And it does taste so
much better.
Much better.
Yeah.
It does.
It's one of those things where I'm telling you, my palate is not refined on those things. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, there's times when it's probably better. You know, like I am just as happy with a $3 street taco
Right,
as I am with like a really fancy steak. And I'm like, let's go. I'm really happy with like a fine bottle of whiskey or tequila versus the crazy expensive one. Like those are expensive habits. You know?
Well, it's kind of, I
It's like
agree with you.
Hood
Sometimes-
River Distillery vodka.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's good not to know because, like, so the way my mom told me not to do drugs as a child, this is really, she said, well, so if you do cocaine, you might like it. And then where are you? And I was like, this
Skinny.
is a great point, right? I was like, okay, this is a great point. But she never said that about flying first class.
Yeah.
Like, you might be smart.
You know what?
Other expensive habits.
My mom told me that exact same thing about premarital sex.
You might like it.
She was like,
might like
you
it.
don't have
Little does
premarital
she-
sex because it's fun.
Because you might like it.
And then you're going to like it.
Well, you had way better premarital sex than I.
Advice.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
In high school, I remember my English teacher told us about the importance of spelling. Then I was in high school, I graduated in 1990, so there wasn't spell check back in those
Right,
days.
right.
You had to do it yourself. And somebody wrote an entire persuasive essay about why it should be okay to have pre-martial sex. Might make us less violent. You know?
You should. If you're going to war.
Bring up the testosterone.
The last thing you should get is go get laid before you.
Weed and sex will solve all wars. Yeah.
I agree.
Well, on that note, I had the pleasure of sitting down with Nick Tilleli, who's going to be coming to town later this year with his comedy. He is a New York City-based comedian, and I would love for you guys to check out that conversation now. Okay. Well, welcome to the podcast, Nick. If you can introduce yourself for people who might not be familiar with you and your comedy.
I find it hard to believe that nobody knows who I am. But I am, my name is Nick Tilleli. I'm a comedian from New York City. I've been doing comedy for about 10 years now. And it has been better than a lot of people tried to tell me it would be. And
Yeah.
that's really it.
What made you decide to get into comedy?
I couldn't fathom having to have a boss, in all honesty. I grew up with a real issue with authority my entire life. And then I was like, if I can't listen to my baseball coach, there's no way I'm getting a job where someone has to tell me what to do. So that's really what kind of, if I'm going to be honest with you, yeah, I'm funny and all that stuff too. But it was mostly like, there's no way I could have people tell me what to do all day. Believe it or not.
Believe it or not, that's okay. It's okay to be independent minded. You are in
There you
America
go.
after all. So I watched a lot of your comedy to kind of get a feel for you before we talked, and you feel like the quintessential New Yorker. How do you think living in New York City has shaped your comedy?
I think it grew up with a lot of people who were bullies, and but they were very funny. It was a very sarcastic Italian Irish neighborhood where everyone, you're just there was never a sincere conversation. Anything that you had said to somebody, you were immediately going to be ridiculed for it. There was just a line that was going to derive exactly who you are, what you just said, and what they think of you within a moment's notice. That eventually, that's how you were only able to communicate. It's taken me years to actually complete the sentence I'm doing right now. in all honesty. So New York was, I think, completely influential to me. Uh, and then I grew up on Long Island. I moved to the city, and for some reason I moved to New York City, and now I'm the most New York person here. Which I don't claim that title. That's what a lot of people who's like, oh, you must be from New York or Ohio. I'm like, well, Long Island, but since there's like so many transplants now, I end up being the toughest guy on my block.
Yeah, for sure. There's definitely an energy difference between the East and the West Coast, which I'm sure you will feel when you're here in Oregon. We're a little bit more of a laid back vibe. Have you ever performed in Oregon before?
No, but I went to California and I got really caught up in the lackadaisical lifestyle, like just waking up at first I woke up at like 10. I went to the beach and nobody was there. And everyone's like, yeah, they don't wake up yet. Like I'm an early riser over here.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I've been to Tennessee. I've been to the South a few times. I guess mostly California, where I've really felt the "Hey, buddy, how you doing?" kind of a thing, and I felt like the most fast paced. So I'm interested to see what's it like over by you guys, and everyone seems to be sharing the same sentiment as you.
Yeah, it's well, and Bend is a little bit different. So Oregon's it's one of those states where it's like city mouse versus country mouse, kind of like New York, right? You have New York City and then you have the rest of New York.
Yeah.
We're a little like that with Portland and then the rest of Oregon. So you get such a different experience as you travel throughout the state. I love it here. I lived in New York for a little bit and then LA and then Vegas and now here. And I love it. I think I'll have a great time.
No, absolutely. And you know what's funny? I've been paying attention a little bit to Oregon just based on. Have you been following the story of Bricks and Minifigs Lego
Oh,
scandal?
no, what's that scandal about?
You're a reporter, you don't even know what this is?
Oh,
This has been obsessing my mind since this inception about 2 months ago. This is it's not in Bend, Oregon. I forgot exactly. I think it's 150 miles away from you guys, but there was a company who sold and bought Legos for certain people on consignment, excuse me, consignment,
mhm.
Jesus. Uh and one of the people who gave a bunch of their Legos was on consignment for them to sell it, and then the corporation closed down that location, kept all the Legos that were worth over $200,000, and the guy tried to get them back, and he's just like, "No, these are mine now. What are you going to do about it? Like, this is going to cost you more legal battles to actually do something." He hired a YouTuber, and now the main hub of this place is in Utah. He went to Utah to confront these people. They called the police on him, had him swatted, like made him the person to believe the police to believe they stole the Legos, and now they're in a legal battle that's playing out on YouTube for the whole world. And I have been obsessed with it, but it all began in Oregon, believe it or not. So
Wow. Yeah. Weird things begin in Oregon.
yeah,
Cults,
that's what I'm
Lego
getting.
fight.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah. We really love a good, unique human being around here. Yeah, that sounds like an
Yeah, I could
Oregon
tell.
story.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
hilarious.
for sure. What do you like to do when you travel as you tour around? Do you ever go out? Are you like a food person, a tourist person? What do you like to do as you travel?
I do what people tell me to do. I'm like, what's the spot around here? And
Yeah.
then I follow it around. But I'm big at like I wake up and I just like walking around. I'll grab a cup of coffee and just like walk around the city and get a feel for what everyone's like over there. That's kind of my favorite thing, just kind of drift alone into the city.
Yeah, Bend's a resort town, so I think you'll have a very nice weekend here. We have everything from like river floating to mountains, high altitude lakes if you're into that. We also have like great food and breweries if you're into just like staying inside and spending money. You can do that here too. That's an option.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll feel like you're in New York City.
Yeah, that's every New Yorker loves to feel that way. How can I feel exactly like from the place that I left?
Right, right. And for people who haven't watched your comedy before, how would you describe your work and like the themes it centers around?
I I guess it's mostly my own personal experience, and I realize that it's still relatable, so I don't live that much of a unique life. And even though I mentioned it in the beginning, it is a little bit. I do question authority a lot. I'm always just like, what? What do you mean? Like that's if I had to surmise my comedy, it's like, what'd you say? And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I really liked your stuff too because it felt like I got to know you watching your comedy. Like I felt like I kind of got to know you and your wife, and it's very warm. Like you feel like a friend. So, I feel like I already know you after
Thank you.
watching an hour of your comedy. Yeah, yeah,
That's an amazing compliment. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's kind of the goal.
yeah, absolutely. Um, and so you're going to be coming to Bend, and you are doing a festival. Do you do a lot of festivals?
I have been recently. I kind of just decided to make a run for every festival that the country has to offer, and I've gotten into every single one, which has been amazing. So
That's fantastic. Yeah. And what advice? So, a lot of comedians are kind of like, hey, I would love to get noticed more. Festivals seem like a great way to network and meet people outside my market. What tips would you have if they're just starting to look into applying for festivals?
a good tape. Um, I think that's what's been helping me the most. I was lucky enough to have a 12-minute set taped by a production company in New York City who kind of follows a similar format to Don't Tell,
Okay.
where they just get comedians to do short sets and high quality camera equipment. And, so I just got and I made sure I had a very tight, like that was my tightest. This is every 15 seconds is going to be a punchline, and I think that helped with me submitting to a lot of festivals. So high quality and tight punchlines, I think, is the most valuable to get into festivals.
Yeah, crazy. Good joke writing helps get into festivals. Weird.
I know no comic likes to hear it.
So if people want to check out more of your work and connect with you online, where is the best place for them to do that?
My Instagram. Yeah, I usually post front facing videos, which people seem to like, and a lot of my stand up clips. Yeah, I think that's the best way if you want to follow what I'm doing. That's where I'm most consistent. I try the other apps, they don't seem to care as much as they do on Instagram for some reason.
I joke with people. I feel like I'm screaming into the void. So I've been in events and entertainment for 20 years, and I've been through kind of so many iterations of social media and building different things. And nowadays, I literally feel like I'm screaming into the void because I'll post the same video, and one platform will get 200 views, and one will get 200,000, and I'm like,
Yep, I'm completely lost too.
completely lost. But you're doing great. Your stuff's getting noticed, so you're clearly doing something right. And we're really excited to have you come to town and share your talents. You're definitely a unique voice for our West Coast town.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Are we all back? Are we all ready?
I think we're
yeah,
good.
Okay. And that was my conversation with Nick. Connect with him online if you want to see where he's going to be performing here in Bend and all over the country. But beyond that show, we have some other amazing shows coming up here in Central Oregon. I would like to make a shout out that we are doing the world's funniest gnome competition at the Little Woody this year. Applications are due July 31st. If you would like to sign up to compete for World's Funniest Gnome, it's the last Woody. So if you win, nobody can take your title.
Oh wow.
I know, and you get money. So you
Yeah.
get money and bragging rights, and I'm gonna make a gnome crown for the winner. It'll be like similar to a plastic Burger King cat crown.
But
That
not
that'll be
but
the
not
the
that
starting.
That'll be the story, but like with like gnomey elements. It hasn't been designed yet. It's gonna be couture,
Okay.
custom,
Oh yes.
custom.
Sorry, I'm confused. The last Woody is also what my grandfather called his last.
No, I know. We've been like emailing people and we keep being like, do you have the plug for the last Woody? You know
No,
what
I
I
know.
mean? And it's like,
And they're like,
yeah, everyone's, it's funny. It's funny. The Woody. We also have comedy at Silver Moon on July 15th. It's 5 ladies in a gent. What's it called? Ladies in a gent?
Yeah.
5 ladies in a gent?
5 ladies. And a
I'm one of the
gentleman.
ladies.
I'm
You're one of the ladies.
Yep.
And then the gent is John Brown. And then there's Katie Ipoc's on that show, and Courtney Stevens is on that show.
And Ella Therese.
Hey,
Yay.
see,
There
5.
you go.
That's 5 right there. So if you want to get tickets to that, check out Ben Ticket. Also, you have What's So Funny About Happiness,
That's my show.
right?
tomorrow.
That's your show. And where's that going to be?
It's at Unity Church, and it's a comedy show. It's where the science of human happiness meets the art of comedy.
Oh, that's so fun. I love Unity Church. That's my church.
Yeah, it's a fun little spot.
Yeah.
It's got a nice little stage, and they do some video capture on it.
Yeah. It's my church, but like everybody at Unity, I only show up like once a month because we're a wild soul sanctuary. So as a wild soul sanctuary, nobody shows up every week.
I thought that was Catholicism.
It's honestly like they always like encourage you to like go out, live your life. I'm like, you guys, that's not how churches work. You're supposed to be like,
You need to capture
you
us.
need to capture us, keep guilt us a little bit, keep us
money above that
here. Exactly.
Well, you have to sin first for them.
Exactly.
True. Go out and sin, so you have to come back.
But tickets for your show are at Ben Ticket.
BenTicket.com.
Very cool. We have the audit July 18th at Craft. I think those tickets are also at Ben Ticket.
Yes, I'm on that show.
That you're on that show. I think Cam Stone is headlining.
He is.
Oh, fantastic.
I don't know if that's his first official headline. I think it might. It's one of his first official headlines.
Cool.
He hasn't done too many headlining sets, but he's a very, very funny local comedian. And then, of course, we have the very, very famous Trevor Noah coming to town next Wednesday at Hayden Holmes Amphitheater. I don't want to brag, but I have done a show with Trevor Noah.
No, let's go.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
It was Politicon in maybe 2015. It was literally the week before he took over The Daily Show.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow.
So it was like his press tour
Oh.
to like be like, here's this new
Comic, yeah.
new comic that's
Mhm.
taking over. And we did this event called Politicon.
Yeah.
And I was hired to be like a little singing pinup at the event. So, you know, I'm practically famous, just like Trevor.
So are you
One
going to
degree of
drop by?
separation?
yeah, exactly.
You're going to drop by?
I'm going to drop. I'm
Yeah.
sure he remembers me. I'm sure he's like, oh, Julia Reed Nichols, come on back. I've been
sure he's
waiting.
famous enough where he can be like, of course I remember you.
Of course. I remember you from that event that I did not care about 10 years ago. Of course.
It's really interesting. He's got a really interesting story about essentially he is mixed race, and that was a crime in South Africa. at the time.
Yeah, apartheid at South Africa.
Apartheid
Yeah.
in South Africa. That's really the early parts of the book are really powerful.
I
Yeah.
find him so interesting.
Oh, he's a fascinating human being. He's incredibly intelligent. And Hayden Holmes is a fantastic place
Mhm.
Yeah.
to
It's a
go
great
see
venue.
outdoor comedy if
Yeah.
you would like to go do that. Live Nation will sell you tickets to that unless they're sold out. I don't know. I don't know, but otherwise we'll take your money. And then we have open mics around town. If people want to get on shows themselves, try out mics, there's always Monday at Silver Moon, which is run by Beer Town. That's probably the most, I would say, like popular.
Mhm.
If we're ranking number of people, it's a
It's been rated the #1 open mic in the Source or whatever.
that just ended. The best of CO, the voting ended. The party is gonna be for the winners in August. I know that because I ordered trash cans for it today. So best of CO party is coming. Yeah.
I'm having a hard time connecting the dots between a party and trash cans.
there has to be trash.
There
cans
has to be
there.
trash cans for the party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So everyone
It's
thinks
not
my
the award they get. Like
no,
okay,
no.
okay.
Everyone thinks my job as a festival director is like bands, art, entertainment, and really it's like trash cans, toilets, electricity.
Julia was
The
nice
needs.
enough to
Yes.
hire me for Winterfest this year to do the '80s trivia
Yeah.
before that, and I just remember like the mic, the walkie-talkies going off and being like, "We need toilet paper," and I was like, "The joy of a festival."
Oh, we always run out of toilet paper. And the anger people will have if they have to drip dry in those porta potties. They will come to your information booth enraged
Let you know.
and let you know what is up and that you should have been checking. And I'm like, I don't know. There's a lot of things to check on. It's like when you come complain, I'll go replace.
Good note.
Yeah, like let me know. Obviously, like if it's getting low, give me a warning. I would rather have a little warning. I don't want it to get low, but I'm also like one person.
And also blame the person who used it last. not
Exactly.
The person.
They used an excessive amount.
Somebody stole it all out of there.
It was
Yeah.
their job to go and tell
Until-
some
yes,
that
there
it was
you
out.
Exactly. But back to the open mics we were talking about.
Away from trash.
Away from trash. So Mondays at Silver Moon, Wednesdays at Craft.
Craft.
There is no Thursday worthy mic this week, but they will be back there next week
Cool.
did I get everybody's open mics?
Occasional pop-up one on Tuesdays. I don't remember.
I've heard rumors of one in Redmond that I have yet.
There was going to be one that was going to start, but at this point in time, not that I know of.
But we're ready for it if it's there.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes.
Unless you're going to take comics away from my Tuesday night taping of the show. And then I don't know about how I feel about it. No, there's plenty of comics and funny for everybody. Abundance,
Yes.
right? There's abundance for everybody. Laura, where can people find you online if they want to connect or see more of your comedy?
Yeah, they can find me on Instagram, Laura B. Wright, comedian. Yep.
All right. Brian?
Brian JK365 on Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky.
You
That's the
have
one.
Blue Sky. How is that? Is anyone on there?
Did they just
No.
say a bunch of-
It's far less engagement, far less of a lot of things, far less vitriol.
Yeah.
That's a big seller for
It's
me.
reserved for
Yeah,
Twitter.
yeah, exactly.
All right, Anthony, where can people find you?
www.h. Also on OnlyFans. It's called See Tony's Baloney.
For a second there, I was like, do you have an OnlyFans TV channel? Because that is a thing for comedians. Are you guys aware of this?
I'm
What,
aware,
you
but
do it
have
for
never.
Comedy?
Whitney Cummings
Yeah.
Whitney Cummings was a spokesperson for it. And you can start an OnlyFans TV channel where people can like engage with your content and you're not allowed to have anything explicit on it. So it's like, but it ends up just being like hot women reading books, hot women doing other like I mean, I'm sure
Bread and butter.
because
Right?
I've tried to be like, oh, is this worth my time?
Right.
But I still think the overall job is talking to creepers online, which I talk to enough creepers. I don't need to go
Yeah.
online.
We don't need to increase that yet.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you could do it for comedy, so I have some other content I need to take down.
And I'm Julia Reed Nichols. We are Nighttime Benders. We're back here every single week with Central Oregon's favorite funny faces. Please follow us where you're listening, like us where you're liking us, press all the buttons. We are a new podcast that does really help. Until next time, bye. All right, we did it.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay.